Do-rag wisdom. Earth date Y2K 17.06.08. And today I just got through viewing the Comey testimony, and let me tell you something. I'll give you my impressions so we could talk about this more. I want to, of course, remind people I am not a professional pundit. I am just an old guy living in my house that I was able to purchase thanks to the Obama policies, brought up my TDA so I could put a down payment. So I am just an asshole on the street, so to speak. I'm an educated person. I'm an old person. I mean, I'm college educated. I have, I was a teacher. But I am not a professional pundit. But this is my overall impression so far of this testimony. I've gotten a lot of respect for this Comey. Well, I don't agree with all of his issues, and I have a beef with the FBI in general for what they did to Leonard Peltier, and I still have a beef with them. But I do believe that this particular agent has integrity. I believe that what he's doing now is a way of penance for what he did with Hillary Clinton. So I believe that this Comey, who took copious notes, who really felt threatened by this bully. I mean, he was, like he said, he had seen other presidents so few times, but this creep 9 times. And he begged Sessions to please. While watching the investigation, the hearing, the thing that I felt that most of these GOP morons were concerned with was the Clinton emails. Loretta Lynch. The Clinton emails. Loretta Lynch. John McCain, that was the most bizarre climax. This guy, John McCain, was he drunk? Was he on drugs? I mean, did he have a few tokes? I don't know. The Russians weren't in cahoots with Clinton. They were in cahoots with Trump. And of course the GOP was trying to constantly bring up any GOP person that came up to ask questions, to interrogate Comey. You never said that Trump was under investigation, blah, blah, blah. They want to make sure that everybody knows this Trump, he was innocent. He was never under investigation. When the point is, Comey couldn't say at the time that Putin was under investigation, because at that particular point in the entire investigation, he wasn't. And you can't say anything, because what happens is if you make a mistake and say someone is innocent or not or whatever it is, then you have to correct it. And that is never good. So you got, a professional. We're talking about professionals here. And this Comey was a professional lawman. So that's what we're talking about here. And the GOP, obsessed with the Clintons, of course, obsessed with... he was never told that he was under investigation. Oh, why didn't you stand up to him? Blah, blah, blah. When he... About Flint, that this is inappropriate. What about this honest loyalty thing? I mean, anybody who sat in front of their bullying boss, and I've always hated bullying bosses. And let me tell you, this guy had to be able to control himself from saying anything of anger toward that creep. I mean, really. To say, well, I got to be careful what I say. And he took notes. And the thing that I want to tell you, this man was telling the truth. all the way down the line. I've never seen someone sit before a committee like this guy did and just answer the question straight. And I felt he was trying with all his heart to tell the truth. The other thing the Republicans were obsessed with is the fact of whether or not Comey has confidence in the Mueller committee constantly, because again, I'm telling you folks, the Mueller committee is not the independent select committee with an independent prosecutor that we all need and want. All right, that's a step before it. It's a half measure because we got GOP in charge. Remember, I've said if Clinton was president, they'd already have had her into impeachment already. They want to have assurance from Comey that he's satisfied with Mueller's investigation alone, so there doesn't have to be an independent select committee. And of course, they're obsessed. Was he ever Trump under investigation? Of course, eventually this creep is going to be under investigation because in the Mueller committee, because this creep is definitely the Trump creep trying to obstruct justice. Comey had to be careful about what he said to someone he felt was not your usual professional politician with the background in law. This was a thug, a business person, used to giving orders and having them followed, a person who has absolutely no respect for our Constitution. So, sitting there in his office, and with that dinner with the table, and I could see Gordon Willis, the cinematographer, if he was still alive, filming it, and Francis Coppola directing it. He was dealing with this bully in the way that a professional lawman could in his position. McCain, guy's a war hero, and I hate that to even have to. The Russians, and I don't want to mean. There are people of Russian descent who visit me, and believe me, my ancestors come from Hungary. And the one thing that's very important that also came out of this hearing, the Russian threat, Putin threat, I should say, the Putin totalitarian oligarchic threat against our democratic republic, and it's an ongoing threat. And Comey made that very clear, and I was playing music while these hearings were on because it was so much like a movie to me. But when he was talking about the ongoing Putin threat, the cyber attacks, I could hear the Jaws music.